They're gonna join late. It'll be a big surprise halfway through, or whenever they get here. Do you have any guesses who is coming?
Ted.
I told you I don't have Ted's number. You were supposed to contact him for me.
I don't even know if I have his number.
You don't?
I don't know if I do or not.
Are those kids screaming?
No, that's the dog whining. I'm working on it.
I don't. This is the Experience podcast with me and someone else.
And a whining dog.
Whining dog.
Oh. This is
Now a whole choir. Mary, let's get a dog update.
a blog update?
Dog update.
Oh, dog update. What of it? Oh, God.
There's clearly a lot going on.
I wish you guys could see him. He looks really sad and pathetic.
Is there stuff going on outside that the
So we
dogs are
overlook
missing
the
out
dog.
on?
We overlook the dog park, and so it's really hard for him to just look over and see dogs playing. He's totally cool when there's no one in there, but as soon as one dog goes in, he whines a little bit. If another dog comes in and they're playing together,
Oh gosh.
it's over. But now he's just licking his genitals, so
Well,
makes him sad.
that's how some people cope.
But he's doing good. After he had his allergic reaction Monday night.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about that?
There's not that much to talk about.
That's it. You've already mentioned it.
I had to miss the most recent edition of the podcast because I had to take the dog to the emergency vet. We went on a walk, and he must have, I don't know, eaten a bee or rubbed his face on some poisonous plant or something. We get back to the apartment after the walk, and he's rubbing his face all over everything, but we think, he's probably just being weird and crazy. So we have to go to the grocery store. We leave to go to the grocery store. He's still rubbing his face on stuff. And I was like, oh, maybe we shouldn't go. But Drew says, Mary, he's fine. Let's just go. He's just being weird. We come back, and his face has, like, doubled in size. He can't open his eyes. They're, like, swollen shut. And he's got this big, puffy jaw. And it turns out he had an allergic reaction to something. Vet says we'll never know what it was. They gave him a steroid shot and a Benadryl shot, and we had to give him oral Benadryl for the next, 2 days. I think he stopped taking it this morning. He's healed. But it was very scary. I thought he was gonna die, but he didn't. That's all. That's the update.
That's the update.
Yeah. He's
So
fine.
when is that going to be made into a movie?
Into a movie. I've already contacted a few directors. I'm not gonna say it's Chloe Zhao, but it's Chloe Zhao.
It's close.
He has agreed to take on this project.
It's an interesting project for her.
I think she's gonna do a lot with it.
Got to do
Isn't
something
she
with it.
directing one of the upcoming Marvel movies?
It's already come out.
What was it? Was it Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
And the Legend of the Ten Rings?
Thank you for using the full name.
To those who wouldn't pick it up by just Shang-Chi. I think that's how you say his name. Shang.
Yeah,
Shang-Chi.
it's close
Better
enough.
than Shang. How do you say it?
I won't say it for controversial reasons. Anyway, so,
Excuse me? Is it controversial?
no.
Am I gonna... Oh, Candy goes inside.
Everyone, this is the episode where Mary gets canceled.
Am I canceled now? Oh,
I
God.
might get canceled.
Really? Edit that out.
You're fine.
I only said it that way because that's how he says it in the movie. And
That's
Aquafina's like, you changed your name from Shang to Sean? No wonder your dad found you.
your all your impressions kind of sound the same. Aquafina sounds a lot like Drew. I don't know who that's an
She
insult
does,
to.
kind of.
You know what? When you think about it,
When you think about it.
it's not that far off.
They're pretty close together. They have similar personalities, too.
I guess so. I don't really know about that, but sure. Aquafina,
Anyway,
the actor.
did you see the movie? Why is it controversial?
That was not controversial. That was just to get you riled up,
Oh, okay.
and it
Well,
worked.
did you see the movie?
Also,
Oh, okay.
well, I need to correct this because I've created a controversy.
Okay.
Chloe Zhao is directing The Eternals.
I knew it. Thank you.
I was like,
I
man,
knew it wasn't Shang-Chi.
and The Legend of the Ten Rings.
The Legend of the Ten Rings.
Destin Daniel Cretton, I'm sorry. To
I didn't think it had come out yet.
be fair, it comes out in like a month, so
That's a big difference.
it's pretty close. It's
But you know
probably
what comes out sooner? Dune.
October. I don't think anyone's gonna see that movie.
What?
No
I
one's gonna
thought it
see
was
it.
like supposed to be good.
I didn't say it wasn't good. I don't think people are going to see it.
Why?
Who's going to see Dune?
Drew? Me?
Well, that
Our
must be
other
everyone.
friends?
That must be
Yeah.
everyone.
Our other friends who are different than we are? So that's a whole bunch of different people.
Harry, you don't have friends.
No, we do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
we do. I'm working on making more.
You Dune?
Hi, Dune. Hi, Dune. I'm working on it. How's
Are
your
you?
French hunt in Syracuse?
I don't do friends. No,
You don't do friends?
way too much. No, it's too much. Commitment and
Not even like work chums?
work chums.
Go
Are
out
you
for
gonna talk about your work
beers after
chums?
work? No, you. You don't have any bros or ladies that you go out for brewskis with after a long night at the plant?
It's a lot of words that maybe you shouldn't be saying.
Brewskis?
I don't know.
You don't like brewskis?
I don't
What's
really
a
go out for
bros?
brewskis.
You don't like brewskis, the name? The
I
word?
don't really go out for them.
You should. Every now and then. You could get a ice cold lemonade.
I could do a lemonade.
Yeah, yeah. Yesterday I had a mimosa at a brewery.
A
Espresso.
mimosa at a brewery?
I know what you're thinking. How do you order something that's not beer from a brewery? But I did. Prove me wrong. Good luck.
Are you allowed to talk about your work?
What do you mean allowed to?
I don't know. Last
I
show you were not allowed to.
What? I was not allowed to?
You didn't allow yourself.
Oh. When does this stuff air?
This one will air in the future.
Is it over 5 days from now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
This is coming out tomorrow.
Don't tell my boss. Yeah, I am putting in my notice on Monday. I got another job.
Oh, what's the other job?
I was working for a structural engineer, and they're gonna pay for, or they'll reimburse my tuition for my master's, at 80%, so I'm gonna do that.
Not 100. Not 100.
It's not 100, but it's a lot more than 0.
Oh, so the other one was going to pay you for pay nothing.
Well, it's a completely different industry. You don't need a master's at all for construction, so they definitely would not pay me to do that. But to be a structural engineer, you basically do need a master's.
In structural engineering.
Yes. Isn't Owen a structural engineer?
No, he doesn't do that.
What does he do?
He flies.
The military.
Yeah. Kind of different, but
Hmm.
so
So yeah, I'm
what
leaving.
was wrong? So that was the big thing for why you're leaving your job, just so you could get your master's.
No. I want to do something other than construction. I want to do something that actually requires math skills or like any kind of technical knowledge more than just like, I mean, construction is hard, don't get me wrong, and I don't even know if I have the skin for it, but it's just kind of an outdated industry that is just not for me. It's too much about money and schedule, not enough about anything that I like.
I think all industry is about money
No,
and
this
schedule.
one is all we do. All I do is call people asking for money. Or not money, asking them for how much something is going to cost.
A
So that I
lot of
can
engineering is that, though. Like, a lot of what our engineers at our plant do is that.
Yeah, but this structural engineers don't really do that. Like we're designing.
After you know how
That's
much it
why.
costs.
What? I mean,
Uh,
cost money comes in everywhere, but construction, it's like you're not actually doing anything. You're just calling a bunch of other people and paying a bunch of other people to do things.
Then why were you wearing a hard hat?
Because you're there
To
while
look good?
you're like watching them do it. Stuff
Oh,
like
you were just
that.
standing on the side.
I
That's where the
mean,
money's going.
me, yeah. Honestly, anybody can do it, which is why my bosses are imbeciles. But the main reason I'm leaving, I would stick around and give it more of a try. The main reason I'm leaving was the harassment. So that's another fun thing that I have to do is meet the meeting with HR, give them feedback on their company culture.
Are you doing that
Tell
voluntarily, or they asked you?
no, I don't think they'll ask me. I think I have to do it. And everyone, I would just not do it and just silently leave, but my family and other people are like, you have to say something.
To speak out about the problems.
I mean, they said I should put Town Bicycle on my helmet, you know? Kind of hard to move past that.
Town bicycle?
Town Bicycle. I
Very
didn't know what it meant either at first. I knew it was offensive based on the context, but
I don't understand why, though.
they said I was being too friendly to the labor.
The labor as in, like, the contractors?
Yeah, like the people working on site. And by friendly, like one of them walked past me and I smiled and like waved at him.
Harry, can you please stop having sex with the labor?
That's basically what they were saying. And I was like, I didn't even open my mouth and say words to him. I waved and smiled, and they're like, don't look at them. Don't talk to them. Why do you do that? You need to learn. Mary, we need to print out Town Bicycle and put that on your hard hat. And I was like, and then later in the summer, he asked me if I was autistic. So that was weird too.
I think you said that, but not on air before.
Well, that's good. Now it's on air. But nobody knows where I work. I never said what the company is, so.
Except for that one time when you said they come back.
Except for that one time, but that was like 10 episodes ago.
I said no one listens.
So anyway, but yeah, I don't want to talk about too much about it, but I'm leaving, so that's my. But I'm now looped in to go to this gala that I don't want to go to.
Gala? Like the Great Gatsby?
Yeah, a fancy gala at the Georgia Aquarium.
For what? For your new job?
No, from the old job.
Construction has galas?
And yeah, it's the owners having a gala, and they invited us. And
And
apparently we're
you're
having trouble getting enough people to go, so they're having me go.
the town bicycle.
The town bicycle gets to go to the gala
Like this weekend or something?
next weekend.
Next weekend. Oh, because you'll still be working there for a couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
well, I don't. It's possible. I'm planning to put in my notice on Monday. It's possible they're like, don't come back and don't come to the gala, but I'm gonna be like, I'm happy to go to the gala. It's gonna be
Why do you
really
want to go
awkward.
to the Why do you want to go to the gala?
I don't know. I feel bad because I committed to it, and it would be really last minute to back out.
You could put in your notice like in another week. When are you supposed to start your new job?
October 19th.
They get so much time.
And I do think it's likely that they will reject my 2 week offer. Like, my 2 weeks notice, I think they're just going to be like, no, just leave.
Leave.
It's over. It's done.
So you're doing your master's in the spring? Is that the plan?
Starts in the fall,
Oh, the fall.
and it will take me 3.5 years
It's
at
a long
one
time.
class a semester.
Why are you doing? Oh, just to spread, just so you can keep working.
That's part of the condition of the reimbursement.
Hmm. One class.
I mean, I could do two, but it'd be hard.
You could do two. Now there's all these conditions. So you
No,
just have to.
I
You
could
just
do as many as I want as
you just
long
have
as
to work.
I maintain full-time status. I just don't want to like be miserable.
Oh, it's just a 9 to 5 job or whatever. So it'll be hopefully online classes, right?
Yeah, well, I'm applying to a bunch of different programs. Well, a few different online programs, and then I'm still going to apply to tech and see if I can convince them to let me like go to class and just like work, like still work my regular or like my 40 hours a week, but like if I have a class at lunch, I come in earlier or stay later or something, you know? I'm gonna see if they'll let me do that. And if not, it is what it is. So I think I would like in-person class better.
Yeah, just depending on where you go, it may not be realistic.
Yeah.
Well, and you've only been at this job for like what, 4 months, 5 months?
Which is apparently why I have to say something to HR. Because otherwise I'll look flaky. Where I have to be like, so I have to say, okay, I was harassed.
I'm waiting for the story to come out
The story.
in the newspaper.
And when they say, why didn't you say something sooner? I'll say, because this guy is the president's son. There were two of them. I didn't feel like I had anyone to talk to. Also, like, there would be no anonymity.
What was the word?
Because they would
Say it
know it
again?
was me. If anyone reported them, they would 100% know it was me.
It could be anyone that's the
I
town
am the
bicycle.
only lady they ever work with. It would be me.
The only one?
Yeah. I blame you and Nathaniel mostly because you guys convinced me to take this job in the first place.
Did not. I don't think I did. Maybe he did.
Maybe.
This is the
Anyway,
job you wanted to take.
moving on. I know, I was tricked, whatever. Tricked by their prominent
Didn't you say
female
this job had
interview
a
staff.
great culture? Yeah.
It sure did. And I was tricked, but I figured it out. I ran the numbers. And
Okay.
upper management, like the executives, there's good diversity there. Entry level, there's a decent amount of diversity there.
Okay.
Everywhere in between, like the executives and vice presidents and presidents, and entry level position, me, is just gross men. It's like
Gross men.
9% women.
Like not normal men, gross men.
Specifically gross, yes.
Okay. What makes them gross? Can I ask that?
Just a lot of like spitting in cups and slurring and the harassment and kind of messy eaters.
These are really specific things.
You can't air this for at least another.
I'll tell you when this gets aired. This gets aired on October 5th.
Okay. All right.
You think they're coming on to say, oh, what did Mary say about us? I heard she's on this podcast.
It's gonna be close. But nobody
Whatever.
knows my last name, so at least there's that.
Who, where you work or on the podcast?
On the podcast.
Yeah, probably not.
Don't say it now.
I'm not going to say it.
Anyway, I'm Mary McFadden, and I love my job.
Love your job.
So yeah, that's how they trick you. And in the interview, they bring in a lot of the top people, everyone in between. And I think what happens is most of like the female entry levels leave. So the ones that like advance are the men. And then there's just like all the ones at the top have been at the company since like 2002 or like 2010 at the latest. So it's like they were the few that stuck it out over like semesters and semesters and semesters of new hires. It was those like 5 that stayed.
So poor retention.
They have very poor retention. People are always getting fired or quitting.
Like you.
Like me. And I told them that, and they were like, no, people just can't handle it. If you think you're going to get better anywhere else, you're wrong.
Can't handle it. Is what you're doing so hard?
That meant like, oh, like, we're being tough on you and you can't handle it.
No.
Don't be a little bitch. They do say things like that.
Well, Mary, if you stop being a little bitch.
Maybe if I stopped being a little bitch, things would be better. I really have had a terrible time.
Anyway, what's for dinner tonight?
I already ate it.
Okay. Meatloaf? I don't know.
Korean rice bowls.
Korean rice bowls?
What's for dinner tonight?
Huh?
What's for your dinner?
Oh, I already ate it.
What was it?
I no. I made some shrimp fried rice. Well, I made it on Sunday.
Still eating it?
This is the last of it. I don't like to have to come home from work and cook,
Yeah, that makes sense.
so I try to cook on my off days and have that be the meal for like the week or whatever, however long I'm working. Especially since I only work like 3 or 4 days at a time, so it's a lot easier. It's like, oh,
Nice. So what's new with you, Daniel?
Let's see. What is new? I don't know. I might come to Atlanta.
Oh,
I'm planning on Halloween weekend, I think. I think.
homecoming.
Is that homecoming?
It is homecoming.
I don't know.
You can go see the band.
Well, I need a place to stay, and I'm not asking you
You can stay with me.
for a place, but Mary, can I have a place?
You can stay with me. We have an air mattress and a second bedroom.
No, that'll just be awkward for you because Drew and I just hit it off. So.
Okay. Are you allergic to cats?
Shouldn't be too bad.
Okay. For some reason, I feel like you're allergic to cats.
Yeah, it's not great. Any
Okay.
kind of
Well,
animal hair is not like,
we can put the cat in the other room.
no, that's not necessary. It's only if like the cat is like sitting on my pillow all the time.
They'll kind of want to cuddle. So.
I won't be a little bitch like someone who's
I
quitting their
won't.
job.
You're welcome to.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not completely sure yet.
You sound so iffy. The only
Well,
thing I have that weekend is potentially a Halloween party that you can come to if you want. And I am going to the homecoming football game.
yeah, I gotta get tickets. I probably are gonna I'm gonna take off that Friday too of work
Okay.
because
Of
I have what's called no training. So it's
of
just like you're just like it's literally not training, but it's still a training week schedule.
hmm,
So it's very easy. I'm just like extra on shift, like an extra body. So I can easily take that off, like
okay.
vacation.
This would be what, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday?
Probably leave Sunday, yeah. I'll probably fly in Friday afternoon or something. Whenever like flight I can get. It's not like super easy to get a flight
You
out of
can always
Syracuse.
come earlier. I just will be at work. But
But I
potentially
don't
work
want to
from home. I don't know.
bother you the whole time.
Well, I assume you'll see other people.
I know enough people. I can hop between. I can just be a homeless person and hop between.
Well, I live walking distance from MARTA, which is helpful.
Get a MARTA card. I don't know if I still have one.
Let's think. No, you can just stay with me both nights. I just mean, I figure you'll want to see other people.
Just Drew. It's really all.
That's true.
And if you're there, I guess that's a bonus.
We're doing this on the podcast. I forgot about that.
I also want to see my parents.
Maybe your parents. Wait, your parents don't live here?
No, I mean I want to go down to Maryland and see them some other weekend.
Oh.
I gotta plan all these trips.
What's prompting all these trips now? You get a booster shot?
No, Harry, those are not recommended by the CDC.
No, they just recommended them
Not for
today.
us. Huh?
They said they said they think everybody should get them. I think.
I don't think they did.
I just read it.
Like today?
Yeah, I misunderstood it.
Oh, maybe today.
Today.
For certain adults.
Guess that's not me. But I already know
Mary,
some people who have
yeah, I
gotten
didn't
it.
realize you were over 65 years old, Mary.
My Nana got hers before they came out with that recommendation, so
Yeah, apparently you could just do it. Like you can just go to Walgreens and they'll do it.
yeah, Drew's mom did that also. She just like walked up and was like, "Hey, y'all got any booster shots?" They just gave her one.
Just give me 5 more. I mean, can I get some to go?
Boost me up, please.
No. I haven't been back to America. Moved here basically. So,
That's a long
don't-
time ago.
and I can't go for Thanksgiving. So I'll probably go
Why? Are you
November.
working?
Yeah, I'm working Thanksgiving. Working all the holidays this year. Christmas,
Oh.
New Year's, Thanksgiving.
Do you get them all off next year?
Probably it's like a, kind of a rotating schedule, so I'll have to see.
Say at this job. When are you going to take a job with normal hours in a city with normal people?
The city
Or
with
are you
normal
going to have to
people, there's
live in
nothing wrong.
this sad town where
There's,
you work on all the holidays and work these crazy, weird hours, you're asleep when everyone else is awake, and
uh,
when are you gonna make some life changes? Are you just
life
like
changes.
saving tons of money?
I do have save up. I have been saving up.
Come back to Atlanta. Come live down here.
And get some job in like construction.
No. Get a job at Drew's company.
Drew's,
Slalom. Yeah, I don't
would
know.
you
You could be a data analyst.
a data analyst?
You can apparently be like anything for that. Any background.
That's
You just
true.
have to be intelligent.
It is kind of weird how that is.
Like, I think the qualifications are like background in some kind of science or engineering.
Some bachelor's degree.
Yeah. Some degree with proof that you can handle information. I'm living
Live at
in
your live
You
at
can
your
be
place.
our roommate.
I could live there.
Well, we're gonna get a new place, and you could help us afford something nicer.
Oh gosh. It would kind of be like a How I Met Your Mother situation.
Yes. And you'd be Ted.
I would be
Isn't
Ted.
that your dream? You are such a Ted.
I I don't know, but I don't know about that, but okay.
No, you're more of Barney.
I don't know if that's better.
Just kidding, you're definitely a Robin with those weird hours.
Going through all of them.
No, you're not Marshall or Lily. Sorry. Too cynical.
Too cynical. Yeah, I guess so.
Means you're definitely a Robin.
No, still don't know if that's better. I don't think any of the characters are that great.
You know, maybe you just didn't like the show.
No, I mean like as people.
Marshall's pretty good.
Nice.
But I hated Lily. She was too much.
Too much?
She was in everybody's business all the time.
Well.
Meddling.
Okay. Is our other guest coming on the show?
I kind of think not.
I don't know what they're doing.
It's been 43 minutes.
It's been a long time.
And we've just kind of been shooting the shit. Anyway, come live in Atlanta. We're trying to find a place in Inman Park or Decatur.
That sounds
Um,
expensive.
right, that's
How
why we
much?
need you as
How
our
many?
roommate.
How many cents per month?
A few. But that's why you're saving up.
For this big Mary and Drew apartment that apparently I'm paying for?
Partially. We'll split the rent 3 ways. It'll be great.
Okay. Is it a weighted 3 ways?
No.
Am I paying like 60% and then each of you is paying 20?
Why? Why would I do that?
I don't know. Apparently you're banking on this, like, I guess, investor to help you get your apartment.
No,
I'm
we
just
can
this
split.
investor for you. But I get
Drew's making good money, even though I'm a pauper.
you're just the trophy.
I'm just the trophy engineer.
No wonder they call you the town bicycle.
No wonder. I'm back. You must hate it up there.
I don't really hate anywhere.
But isn't it lonely?
It's kind of nice
Lonely?
having a place by yourself. Like certain people can handle it more than others, obviously.
Okay, well then you can have a place by yourself here.
But that ruins the whole point of us getting a place together
We'll
where I'm
find a
paying
way.
most of the rent.
We'll find a way to make ends meet without you.
I don't think you can handle it. You're quitting your job.
Drew's joining the military.
Drew's joining the military.
Come live down here. It'll be more fun.
I would have to find a job.
Yeah,
I think I have.
no problem doing that. Go work at Emory or something.
I think
All
Emory.
all the sciencey people I know work at Emory. Lab.
All of the sciencey people you know work at Emory.
Yeah.
I think I had to stay here for at least another year or two.
Why?
We finally got our other person.
Wow. Look who it is. Oh, now she's
And they're
gone.
gone. She's gone. I think so. How does a pension work?
Uh,
For safety reasons, men are more vied for and sometimes achieve
I'm not exactly sure.
What's loudest? Loudest band,
Are you
139.
watching the video? No, that wasn't it.
Hello, I made it.
Hi.
And I think we're done with the episode.
This was
Wow,
fun.
brutal.
Well, okay, Elizabeth agreed on this time and day a long time ago.
I did, and then I forgot about it and started eating food.
Did you have to take your dog to the emergency vet?
Me?
Yep.
No, my dog passed a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Kind of rough. Maybe we should
Okay,
have.
Elizabeth, for context, I had to skip the podcast on Monday because I had to take my dog to the emergency vet. That was the only reason I asked. I'm so sorry about your
yeah,
dog.
no, it's totally okay. He's
It's-
in a better place. He was having some struggles with fluid buildup in his lungs and stuff. So
Oh, was he old?
yeah, he was almost 14.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, he was an old boy.
Oh, old man. Wow. I had no idea what a bad question that would be to ask. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
So, what's up with you?
You should have started with that one.
Well, I'm right in the thick of my job search right now, which is a lot. But it's been kind of fun. I do like talking to people, so it's been kind of enjoyable, talking with recruiters. But also just a lot of networking and making time for interviews aside from homework and research. So it's busy, but hoping I can work for some good companies in the future.
What do you want to go do?
So for the most part, I really want to work in energy. Ideally, so if I go for gas energy, I might go for decarbonization within gas turbines or just strictly renewables. So we'll see. I'm interviewing with a consulting agency that does energy consulting, specifically focusing on sustainable energy and helping companies adjust their business model to meet these new standards. And then I'm interviewing with General Electric, and then I'm interviewing with another company that's nuclear focused. So
Whoa,
could be interesting.
pretty epic.
What about you?
Oh, God. Me? Well, during the first 45 minutes before you were here, all I did was talk about my job, so I don't want to talk too much about it. But I'm in construction. Not nearly as passionate about it as you are about energy. So, kudos to you.
It's funny because my freshman year of college, Daniel was like, "You should join Energy Club," and I was like, "No, Daniel, I don't like energy." And here I am.
Is that what the Energy Club does?
Maybe Daniel
did-
should explain what they do.
what did
'cause I
you
don't know what
think
it is.
I thought it was like a pump-up society.
Oh, there's no way you thought that.
That's what I thought.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
what is it?
That's like the joke that we say when people like don't know what it is. They're like, oh, some people probably think it's just
That's what I thought.
no, it's about like
I
electrical
assumed
energy. Power?
power. That's where you found your passion.
Sure. Elizabeth does not want to work for my company.
I
Can't
could
help
come
it.
work for your company,
I'm
but
trying
I
to
also
get him
don't
to
like the
quit.
cold.
Well, there's plants all around the country.
He needs to quit.
You should come back here.
Yes, that's what I said.
You know, Mary said that like 10 minutes ago.
Everybody wants you to do it, Daniel. This is the final straw.
Could work at
Very
Vogel.
true.
But Vogel's pretty far. I couldn't live in Atlanta.
Yeah, that'd be a long commute.
And Mary wants me to live in an apartment with her so I can pay most of the rent.
That's not true.
Mostly true.
True. I suggested we could be roommates, and he really ran with it. In a direction that I did not insinuate it.
It was heavily implied that I would pay the majority of the rent since Mary is planning on upgrading to a higher end apartment.
So, everyone knows you can afford more with roommates. It's just common sense.
This is very true.
It would still be like a 2-bedroom place, right?
Although I'm living in the very fancy home park right now, so.
Yeah, she's living it up. So,
Daniel, we could live in a nice 3-bedroom.
oh, for when you and Drew like don't, you know.
When we split.
Yeah.
We need
You split.
space. No, we have to have an office.
What to say,
An
yeah, wouldn't the
office?
third bedroom just be an
Yes.
office space?
For
Yes.
what? For what?
For work from home, Daniel.
Work from
work.
home.
Some people work from home.
Is that a
Drew
thing?
works from home.
I can't work from home.
You could if you moved here and did something different.
That's true. Then I could.
I'm going to be doing school. So, I have to do school in my
We need a
office.
4th bedroom then. We need multiple offices. What about when Drew's in a big stakeholder meeting and Mary's got a test tomorrow and I'm doing whatever job it is that's
You're
working
in
from
the
home.
kitchen cooking.
I'm in the kitchen cooking like the housewife I am.
I mean, it would like basically be like the same vibes as like my office and like my like grad student building. We just kind of have like little cubes. We're all just kind of together.
It's cute.
Okay.
Something
Well,
to
that's it.
consider.
He's convinced. He's coming back
Something to
now.
consider. Yeah.
Fine, Mary. It'd have to be
A
another
lot
year
of
or two.
opportunities out there.
It'd have to
To
be
work
another
for
year or two.
power, to work for natural gas.
Natural gas plants are apparently like super dirty and unsafe.
Why do
There's
you
like
why do you have it in your head that you have to work at a plant?
that's just the experience I have right now.
Yeah, but I think
This
you
is
could
very true.
easily
You should just go corporate. I think you'd kill it.
get like a consultant job and be like, I have all this experience working in the field, so I think I'd be useful.
Yeah, Elizabeth, send me the places you're applying to. We'll just apply
What?
together. We'll just apply together.
Just, yeah, just come work where I'm gonna work. I'll send you the requisition number.
And then I can live in your apartment and we can get a bigger place.
Hey,
You can know my stinky roommate.
you have a stinky roommate?
Oh yeah, very nice person. Just he doesn't keep his room very clean, and my room is next to it, so I can just kind of like smell his smell. But it's
Ugh.
like him plus his dog. So,
Oh,
you know,
that is stinky.
his dog is
It
also
is.
very nice, but just stinky.
Just stinky. Well, you can't have
He
everything.
just has. Yeah, I'm like afraid of the couches in my house because our dog has like, well, I guess my roommate's dog, but I like claim ownership of him. He has like full like run of like the house, so the couch is his couch.
Wow. Thing. Probably stinky too.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might sublease because I mean like I may not get a job that's like close enough to still live there. So I'll probably sublease and like try to find a new place with roommates.
Nice.
Oh, like next year?
Yeah, like
your
in
lease-
January.
Because your lease is for the full year.
Yeah. My lease is I signed it before my like professor was like, just kidding, you're graduating in December, not May. So
Dang.
Well, it's a hole in your wallet. Okay, anything else you want to talk about?
I'm about to eat a cookie, but that's about it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's from this place called Sugar Shane's. It's like on 14th Street, and it is delicious. These cookies
heard of
are
it.
like giant. It's like the size of like a baseball.
Oh, wow. Like that thick too?
Yeah, it's like round. Because normally he'll like stuff them with
What?
something. They're really good. They're like $5 a cookie, but it's totally worth it.
Totally worth it. I gotta check it out. Shane's?
definitely
What did you say? Sugar Shane?
Yeah, Sugar Shane's.
Sugar Shane's. Yum.
Super delicious.
Daniel,
Right.
I look forward to you moving down here
Won't be
and or
soon.
visiting.
I look forward to
Yes.
being on time next time. Sorry, guys.
That's
That was
okay.
pretty ridiculous.
Shit happens.
Well, I mean, she won't be on in any future episode, but
Yeah, Daniel's he's gonna punish me now. I'm in trouble.
He's canceled.
yeah. Well, Mary got canceled earlier.
Canceled earlier.
Yeah.
He's gonna edit that out though.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I was so wrong.
No, stop. Was it?
No, I was so wrong
Oh,
on the director, but
yeah, but I really did butcher the pronunciation.
Elizabeth, how would you say the Asian Marvel superhero's name?
Like the new movie that just came out?
Yes.
I thought it was Shanghai. Am I wrong?
Oh, Elizabeth, that was nowhere near right.
Okay. Okay, that's what people told me. It said that they
Who
went and saw
told you?
Shanghai.
Oh boy.
Why? Oh no.
Am I getting
That's-
canceled too now?
I don't think there's a worse way to pronounce that.
Double canceled.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Well, how do you say it?
Mary,
No, Daniel, you have to do it.
Me too.
I will say
Teach my southern self how to pronounce words.
Owen says it very well.
Very well.
Yeah, well, he speaks Chinese, so
Oh, well.
that's part of the
helpful.
reason why. I'll get him to record it, and then I'll just start playing it.
You have to say
Why
it
can't you
yourself.
say it? You made both of us say it.
He's worried about being canceled.
I can't get canceled. We can't all have all of us canceled at the same time. Episode can't air. Okay, bye.
Okay, stop the recording and then tell us how you say it.